Ash Powell approaches the other end of the course in his Metro 6R4 replica. Squeezed under that body is full Group A Ford Cosworth running gear, believe it or not. Followed by Lee Bretherton in the Chevette. Dave Jenkins in the Toyota Yaris. Dave Parkin. And once again we join Mark Smith in the Rothmans Escort. Bob Dennis in the very quick Skoda. Followed by number 41, James Oldroyd. Ian Cameron. Neil Brighton in the popular Renault 5 Maxi. Will Oldroyd. Andy Jenkins in the distinctive yellow Peugeot 205 GTI. Mark Holmes and his Mark 1 Escort. Graham Goodall in the Austin Healey 3000, and here you can see almost the full length of the course from our drone footage. And as you can see, this half of the course is gravel or loose surfaced at least. Then we cut across the grass. And finally it's tarmac, pretty much all the way to the finish. The escort shared by Graham Elsmore and Martin Wolby. Jim Patterson in the Opel Ascona 400. Stuart Hicks in the RS 2000. James Oldroyd. Tackling the grass sideways, as you should. Will Oldroyd in the Citroen C2. Back on board with Mark Smith. This is the last run we'll do with him, but son Kenny in the co-driver's seat said Mark was pushing harder than ever to try and scare him. He never said if it worked though. Oh, you can really see he's going for it. Thank you ever so much to Mark and son Kenny for all the in-car footage today. Absolutely fantastic. James Dunkley in the Vauxhall Corsa. Duncan Waite in the Subaru Legacy. Here we see Graham Goodall in the Healy 3000 being chased by Ian Cameron in the Mark II Escort. A car from the late 50s, early 60s being chased down by something that was launched in the mid 70s. But only on demonstration events and classic rallying will you see this. And I think you'll agree, two beautiful cars. Lee Bretherton in the Chevette. Bumblebee is the perfect name for this car. Ash Powell in the 6R4 replica. Ash is very modest about this car, but to even build it in the first place is very impressive. Bob Smith in the rear drive Escort G3 appearing through the dust. And here we have a long shot of Jim Patterson in the Opel Ascona 400. Again, another car. It's lovely to see this on the event today. Bob Dennis in that glorious Skoda. He's getting gripped with it now. Connor Stewart Smith. Little arty shot there of him in the Fiesta XR2. I know Tim Nash was very excited to have this joining the group. It's our first XR2. Any more? If you've got one, bring it along. Graham Elsmore, again appearing through the dust. Duncan Waite, the Subaru Legacy. Andy Jenkins in the distinctive yellow 205 GTI. Andrew Stevens in his Peugeot 205 GTI being pursued rather vigorously by Roger Matthews in the Mark II Escort. And just look at the speed differential down the back straight. Very impressive. Dave Parkin. Followed by Neil Brighton. And Stuart Hicks. Dave Parkin again. By this time the field was thinning out, so you would tend to see some cars more often because they were more frequent runs. But that's the beauty of this event, because it's non-competitive. The competitors can take part as many times as they want, especially towards the end of the day. Will Oldroyd. Now here we get a beautiful long shot of Bob Dennis, and it does show you just how fast that Skoda is with its four-wheel drive. And it's fair to say Bob hasn't had this car very long, and he was getting quicker and quicker. In this case, a tad too quick to take that sharp right hand, so he had to do a 360. Sorry, sharp left hand. Good job I'm not a navigator. Dave Turner in the distinctive blue Mark II Escort. Bob Smith in the G3 Escort. And I think you can tell from the tail flicking out, this is rear wheel drive. Andy Jenkins. Here we have Graham Goodall, followed by Will Oldroyd and Roger Matthews. Three different generations of rally car. Stuart Hicks. Steve Chaplin. Michael Davies. Len Milner in his Audi Quattro. Jim Patterson flashes past in his Opel Ascona 400, followed by Bob Smith. Mark Holmes. James Oldroyd, followed by Will Oldroyd, Bob Dennis, Ian Cameron, Duncan Waite, Ash Powell, Terry Lambert, James Oldroyd, Jim Patterson, Connor Stewart Smith, once again Jim Patterson. As I said, the field thins and cars appear more frequently. Ian Cameron, James Dunkley, Ash Powell, Michael Davies, Graham Goodall, Bob Smith, Neil Brighton, Mark Walby, Andy Jenkins, and the last run of the day, the honours go to Dave Turner in the Mark II Escort.